I did one of these back when I had the fifth wheel, but before you leave anywhere, once you stop, and pretty much every time, you should be checking your RV in a pre-flight walk around. And this is basically checking to make sure you've disconnected everything, all of your jacks are up, that everything's ready to go for travel. So my walk around is going to consist of visually inspecting my tires. I will actually walk through and do every hatch. I'll give it a little tug. I'm making sure my slides are sealed and closed, checking the awning to make sure they're fully closed, checking all of the windows that they're closed. So I'm not actually going to touch all of these hatches. I did this just a minute ago, but I will go through and make sure that everything's done. I do still need to install my tire pressure monitor system. That tire, I'm actually going to grab my air chuck and check it. I don't know if it's just the ground or if that's not looking right. But that's exactly why you do this walk around. Then I'm going to check the hitch connection between the truck and the camper. So back here, I'm checking to make sure that all of my pins are in place, all of my safety hooks are in place, my emergency breakaway, my umbilical cord, again, pins and safety hooks. Make sure none of this is dragging. And then I'm going to check here, make sure things are pinned. Everything looks good. The ladder, I'm going to give a quick check. There's actually a bit more movement in this, but I can't lift it. So normally that would be secured a little bit better, but I feel like it's secured well enough for today. Again, the truck, I'm going to check the tires, and like I said before, I do need to get my tire pressure monitoring system on that as well so I can see it from the truck. I'm going to look into the truck bed, make sure everything looks secure in there, nothing's going to fly away. I'm going to make sure that my lights are mostly uncovered. Usually I would have my four-way flashers on while I do this, so that's one thing I should be doing now, so I can check the lights on the truck. And then I'm gonna walk along this side. Again, like I said, I'm gonna hit that ladder to make sure it's okay. Well, like I said, I can't actually lift up, so I'm not gonna lose anything. It's all pretty well secured on there. I'm gonna check all my hatches. I'm also going to look underneath and make sure that my jacks are in the up position, nothing's hanging down like it shouldn't be. I'm gonna check my tires, visually inspect them, make sure sewer caps are on. Again, slide seals, windows, everything. I'm gonna look up at the top. I'm actually gonna take a step back in a minute to see really up above the camper, make sure nothing looks out of place. For most people up there, you're looking for hatches that are open that shouldn't be, antennas that are up that shouldn't be. For me, everything's covered with the solar panel, so it's a whole different scenario. I do get up there and check them every couple of stops, make sure nothing is loose, grab them, pull on them, make sure everything's secured. I look at my wiring to make sure it's all held together. And then, I'm gonna inspect the front. And again, usually I'll have the lights on so I can make sure they're working as well. I don't have it today. So this is definitely one of those do as I say, not as I do kind of videos. Anyway, that's my quick walk around. The steps are still down. When I go inside, I will pull them up and then I'll do a quick double check back out the door to make sure they're good. And, we are ready to roll. I did have my wife turn lights on and the four-way flashers on. I did check air pressures. It's just a matter of being cold. It's still within a safe range. I did bring this step up. Okay, and then back on the truck, I'm double checking if the four-way flashers are on. So that one's on. This one's on. And it does look like I could use some adjusting of that one bike tire, so I'll fiddle with that before we get going. Now there we go. You can see that much better from straight behind us. Okay, so I've checked everything, double checked some things, verified that we are good and ready to go. I've already checked my exit to make sure that I can swing and make this turn and all that fun stuff. So happy trails, everyone. If you liked the video, please go ahead and like and subscribe and all of that fun stuff. I appreciate it. I'm very sporadic about giving videos out, but I have some tidbits of knowledge every once in a while.